Hey everyone, welcome back to the show, and we have a really fun episode for you.
Yes, we do. It's a Hey Poopy Podcast with
Dave
and Ellen, two curious people who
are removing the stigma from your stinker.
Yes, we are. And one of those stinkers that we are talking to on this episode is our friend Laura from the Hello Thoughts podcast.
Yes. We were both guests on her show, and we finally had her on our show. We had a wonderful time. We talked about her unfortunate issues, digestive stuff, so that she's been dealing with pretty much lifelong. So we still need updates on that, but she's going to be a lot better.
She was very apprehensive to talk about poop with us, but it was okay because this is a safe place. And we're here to support your digestive issues, your poop issues.
Yeah.
Your family's poop issues, because she's a mother.
Yes.
It's always nice to know about mothers and their children and how they deal with little ones' poops.
Yeah, she's knee deep in it. She's like pretty much consumed by it, I'm sure.
Knee deep in it with a bunch of ankle biters.
For sure. But yeah, Laura was great. Her podcast, Hello Thoughts, is really fun, so check that out as well. It's in our show notes as well.
If you guys have any questions for us, you can email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com, or
you can give us a call at 203-998-5579. Leave a voicemail, and we will get back to you on any issues.
Yes. Also, have you checked out our Patreon? It's the only place with exclusive stuff going on from... You will know a week ahead of time who we're recording with, and you can ask them questions. Like, we're recording this coming week with two different guests, Michael Vegas and Fartvac. Do you have questions for them? The only way to ask them is through our Patreon. Yeah,
hit us up. There's tons of little goodies, different levels. You can get cool stuff. It's an exciting place to be. And that's where you can find us.
If you don't want to give us any kind of monetary help, you can always give us emotional support by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts, like this review from ESB Fan. Surprisingly refreshing. I feel less alone about my thoughts on this topic.
Nice. That's a good one. I like that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And do you subscribe to our podcast? Tell a friend about us. Just put it out there. We need all the help we can get.
Yes. And if you have any suggestions for us about people we should interview, just throw it out to us. We're interested. This is one of the few shows where you can be a fan and a guest.
Yeah. And speaking of fan interaction, we did a poll from our last episode with our new segment, Shitty Choices, where the two choices were shit breath or bad breath, but really shitty breath, versus chronic farting. Now, I said 10 times a day. Ellen thought that was low.
You said 100 times a day.
100 times a day. I should have gone higher.
Yeah, we were then saying it should be 100 times an hour for farting.
That makes more sense. But either way, we did get an answer to that question. And
the majority of people on the Instagram poll said that they would rather live with a chronic farter over somebody with shit breath, which... Dave and I both agreed to this on this show with our guest last week, Trixie Minx.
Yeah, we all sided with we'll go with farting, but I guess a handful of people did pick shit breath.
Yes, a couple people did.
So I want to interview those people
because I want to know exactly who those people are, but
yeah, I kind of want to. I mean, if you voted for shit breath, please get a hold of us because I just want to ask a couple questions. For you.
We did have people on Instagram because I posted it on just the feed, not just the story. And one person said, I guess it depends on which end you prefer to kiss more.
Ooh, that's a dirty person.
Woo!
Ooh, that's right. Okay.
And then Jordan Perlson, our fantastic composer to our theme song, said, farts are funnier than shit mouth. And Jordan, I do agree.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. We do have a new poll coming out for this episode with Laura, but we'll obviously give you the answers to that one next week.
But check it out. We'll post it today on Instagram and be a part of our poll so we can tell you who voted for what.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. I love people you got to make a choice. It's all about choices. Like the one
Shitty choices.
Yeah, exactly. So, and speaking of choices, I'm glad that you chose to listen to this episode. It's really fun, so check it out. If you like playing with poo, now you can finally do it in public with the Poo Pocalypse card game.
Created by comedians, Poo Pocalypse is kind of like if Uno and Exploding Kittens had a big poopy baby.
Poo Pocalypse is surprisingly strategic and full of crappy characters like Abraham Lincoln Log, Cleopatra, and Attila the Runs.
It's fun for immature people of all ages, like me and you, Dave. I played it. I love it. I can't wait for you and me, Dave, to play it together in person post-pandemic.
It's going to be really fun. And the games, I mean, everything about this game is fantastic. The illustrations, and it's loaded with tons of puns. So if you like poo puns, this is the game for you.
Poo Pocalypse is currently running 10% off discounts on Amazon right now.
So if this game sounds like your kind of crap, search Poo Pocalypse on Amazon today.
We all want to feel fresh and clean after going number 2, but using wipes, even so-called flushable ones, can cause major clogging issues. Introducing Qleanse. That's Qleanse with a Q.
Which transforms your ordinary toilet paper into a truly flushable and eco-friendly wipe.
This cleansing foam is the perfect partner for your toilet paper at home or out on the go.
Visit Qleanse.com. That's Qleanse.com to get yours today.
Listeners can use the code HeyPoopy for 15% off your first order. Try Qleanse for yourself and discover a better way to wipe clean.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
I'm just, trying to find a place with like-minded people to talk about like-minded things about me, about poop and stuff.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
Oh man, what's this right here? Is this a podcast about poop?
Hey everybody, this is actually a podcast about poop.
And even more.
Yes.
This is the Hey Poopy Podcast with
Dave
and Ellen. And this is episode 120.
Wow, that's a lot.
I don't know how we got here.
Me either.
We did it!
Yes.
But it might be 120, but it'll always be number 2 to us, our favorite number. And we have a very special guest, Laura Allen from Hello Thoughts Podcast.
Hello, guys.
Hey.
And we were on her fabulous podcast where she asked us some very thought-provoking questions. And we were like, you got to come on ours and talk to us about poop and farts and everything about your butt.
Yes, I love it.
I love that episode.
I like to say hello to my thoughts, and you like to say hello to poop.
Yeah.
Hey, poop.
Exactly, right? Yeah. It's in the title.
It's all about the title.
It was so much fun doing your show. I was like, these are great questions, and it really stumped me. I was like, wow, this is like kind of like therapeutic.
Thank you for that. I had a blast having you guys on, so I'm happy to be here tonight.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy to have you.
We're very happy.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. But before we go into who you are, your podcast, and more about you, we always like to go into how have you been pooping?
I have been pooping just swell, okay, guys? Swell might not be swell is a word you can use for many things, I guess, but I do have a lot of poop happening. So, yeah,
nice.
all day, every day. So,
and you're a mother,
some issues there, and I have to deal with. Yes, so I have my own issues that I'm sure we'll dive into, and then my 2 kids. One, I don't really have to deal with her shit anymore because she's 7.
Okay,
you know?
She's of the age.
The other one, is pooping away for me. So.
Wow, so you're like knee deep in it, pretty much.
Yes, and in fact, we also just got a puppy 2 days ago.
Oh my god.
So yes, we rescued a little guy, and so now more poop for me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a lot of shit.
A lot of shit.
Yeah.
Right there.
And Laura, did you poop today?
Yeah, most definitely. Yes.
Do you know the consistency? Was it hard? Was it soft?
I would say soft. Yeah, soft.
Okay.
Yeah. It's usually an issue for me. So hard ones are hard to come by. Unfortunately. But I also, I see the other side of that. Like, I do have an issue here, but I also think that being constipated has to be a problem, too.
Yeah. I mean, of all the people that identify as women, they're women on the show, I feel like there's more constipation on that side of the fence
Okay.
than on the male side.
So I'm a rarity?
If you're a little looser as a woman,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, I'm
if
a
you're
rarity.
a female identifying loose bottom, yes.
Loose. Yeah. What she said.
Yes, what she said. Ellen, thank you for that. Yes. Yes, that is my story, okay? We are trying to get to the bottom of it. In fact, I have an appointment on Monday to have it's a camera that's on a pill.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. it
I've heard about
travels
this.
through
Yes.
Your whole system.
Oh, we might need to get
So,
you back to tell us all about
That's
that.
amazing.
Yeah, that's happening on Monday.
Holy
I'm
shit.
curious. So I have to go in the morning and then I swallow the pill, apparently, and then they hook me up to all this stuff and then I leave, just go about my day, and then I go back and then she'll talk to me about her findings.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the best way to look at your small intestines because
Yes.
we can do colonoscopies for the large ones and we can go do, what is it?
Endoscopy?
Endoscopy
Yep.
for your stomach and stuff, but it's really hard to see the small intestine.
Yeah.
So,
That's like, what's that movie where they shrunk down the spaceships in the 70s or 80s when they went into the body? What the hell was that called?
Where's my husband? Where's
It was
my
like,
husband?
that's what that is.
I need him.
It's a little tiny, like,
I hope it comes out, Like, I mean,
Oh,
I'm
it
sure
will.
it will, but, well, with me, yeah, it will.
I did a
So-
news article once on people who swallowed Lego men,
oh, yeah.
the head of a Lego man, and then they had like a bunch of people do it, and they saw how long it took for them to come out.
Oh,
And, like, some
okay.
people came out with like less than 24 hours, and I think one person it took like a couple days.
Yeah.
But everybody eventually pooped it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll probably
So
get.
that was the trial. Let's eat some Legos and then
Yeah.
see how long they travel. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that you should have them on the podcast. The little
Yeah, right?
Legos.
We should. You're
See
like,
how their
so,
travels went.
what color
We
Lego
might
did you
need
eat?
you back for a mini-sode to tell us all about your camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll show me. I mean, all the other scopies I've had, I've walked away with some sort of imaging. So I'm curious about this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have
Have
to
you done
report back.
the endoscopy and a colonoscopy?
Yes, it's
Wow.
been a weird year for me. Yes,
Shit.
I mean it's a weird year all around, right? But yeah, the health stuff started kicking in like last May, so I'm almost approaching a year of like heavy duty kind of issues, you know. So
Sorry.
it's all right.
I just had a
It could
colonoscopy.
definitely be worse. I'm not complaining. I just want to get to the bottom of it, you know.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
It's hard to find answers. So
For sure.
Yeah.
I just had my
Okay, wait,
colonoscopy.
this is what our show's all about: is getting to the bottom of your bottom.
Yeah.
You know.
yes. Yeah, so I'm happy to be here. Maybe I'll get maybe you'll shed some light on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a guest on, Kimberly Kay, who is a nutritionalist, and she helped our other guest, Bunny Love, who had IBS-C, so she had really bad constipation issues. And basically, Kimberly found this thing that was a GI mapping. And
Okay.
it's like a $400 test, but they map your entire GI system and was able to find the little problems
Yeah.
that was wrong with Bunny's system. And she did an
Interesting.
elimination diet, and now Bunny is pooping like a champion.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I might have to go on that mission with
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
It changed her life.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you
The answers are good.
if
Yeah.
your your doctor doesn't come back, we can introduce you to our nutritionalist. friend.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
What about you, Dave? Have you been pooping?
I've been pooping pretty good 3 times today. We're recording a little late. We're recording a little later than we normally record. So, yeah, thus the 3. But yeah, the one early in the morning, one in the afternoon, another one right before Ellen and I started recording this episode.
There you go. So you're feeling extra fresh, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. 3 times, and they were not. Each one was like looser than the next. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's typical.
Although
for
I
you.
haven't, yeah, and I haven't been eating my papaya extract enzymes. So I got to get back on
I
that.
heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard you
It
guys
does work.
talking about that.
It does work. I bought a little pill, like an old person pill case thing, and then like I'll fill it up for like weeks on end, and like every once in a while I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot to fill it up, so I have to go back in, and I'm like, what am I forgetting right now? And I'm like, oh yeah, that. So I just gotta get back on my bullshit, but it'll happen.
I should videotape my whole system for my pills. Every week I have to sit down and do my morning and my evening pills, and I have a basket and I have a system for it. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's
Ellen.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is that for the limes?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I need all this fabulous herbal support to help my immune system. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I'm taking all kinds of crazy shit. Not like that, but like, just I'll say some random podcast. I'm like, I think I need that. I'm like,
Add it.
this seems like science. But yeah, my poops were not that great today. But I mean, they were fine. I felt great, but they weren't consistent.
Yeah.
So
Does 3 times feel like a success for you? Like is
no, I
that-
mean, I usually poop a lot. I usually like 2 to 3 times a day anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like an average.
That's right there. It's average.
But I usually have like one kind of solid one.
Right.
But whatever. All I know is I'm healthy.
Yeah. It's moving.
Yeah, I had a colonoscopy recently, and they said everything's great, everything looks perfect. I'm like, cool.
Well, I feel like that's something we've learned on this show, that if you're pooping regularly and you have tons of fiber, your colon is going to be a healthier place. So
Right. It's
Yeah.
moving through.
I just have the
that.
worst shits. That's all. They're not. They don't look healthy.
yeah, get the toxins out.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
Flush.
So Ellen, I'm sure you have an epic
Yeah.
check-in.
I have nothing exciting to tell you guys about. I'm sorry. I did poop today. It was normal. I've been making some pretty epic perfect fours recently. Last episode, I took a shit during the end of the last episode. So I don't have anything exciting. It's kind of depressing.
Yeah, I mean it's okay.
It's just
Ellen usually has like Dr. Zhivago-esque like stories about her shits.
Yeah.
They're pretty epic. So
So nothing. Crickets. We got crickets,
no,
Ellen.
it's just normal. There's nothing like I don't have something to talk about my farts are really stinky or something. I wish they were, because I'm trying to. We have a guest coming on soon, and they're an advertiser, Fart Vac, and I've been trying to try out our Fart Vac, but literally, I have not been farting much recently. It's really bad.
just eat some
So what
cheese.
exactly is that?
I'll show you.
This is something in use right now, or you can only use it when you're productively
it's
farting?
a thing that you stick in. You put this in your underwear. It doesn't need to go in your asshole.
Oh, okay.
And when you fart, you push this thing, and it sucks the fart out.
For the listeners at home,
smell.
it looks like when you get
hookah.
your pulse taken. Or your blood pressure taken. It looks like one of those little black. You squeeze it,
does.
and it looks like parts to an actual blood pressure machine.
Yeah, it does. Only the cord is much longer.
Exactly.
Way longer.
And then this carbon filter is supposed to filter out the shit smell. So
Wow.
if you're maybe this will be great during Thanksgiving when I'm really gassy from all that food, and then it's supposed to suck up the fart and then make it go out, and it doesn't stink anymore. So
where do you I see that it goes into your underwear, and then where does the rest go? Do we just
I don't know.
kind
gonna
of wrap
figure it
it
out.
around your shoulders?
It seems I'm excited to use it, but I just don't have the farts.
I can't wait to use that thing. I cannot wait. I mean, now this country's got a lot of issues with it. I have, there's a lot of stuff going on in this country that's all wrong. But I mean, God bless America when you can a company called Fart Vac exists. I mean, that's incredible.
Right there.
Fart Vac.
Wow.
Not only do they exist, but they advertise.
Yeah.
with
So
us.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear.
Yeah.
The feedback.
Maybe they'll have pointers for you.
Yeah, totally.
You gotta eat some really gassy foods.
Get gassy.
Yeah.
Get some sunchokes.
Try it.
Get that shit started.
I gotta get sunchokes,
Some
dried
cheese.
apricots. Yeah. But I do have one little thing to talk about during our check-in. I have a really good friend of mine who, long story short, this sounds really sad, but basically she found a 2-day-old kitten thrown away in a garbage can wrapped in a plastic bag. Evil.
Oh,
Human beings are evil,
Awful.
and that person should go to hell. But my friend has been nursing the kitten back to life. The kitten's almost 3 weeks old. It's super healthy and happy, except for because this poor kitten was not around its mother from the beginning, it actually has GI issues where my friend has to go every 2 to 3 days to the vet and get emergency enemas done to this teeny tiny kitten. And so the kitten now is on this like drug, and she said that it shits pretty much like once every 2 to 3 days now that thanks to this drug, and the shits are 3 inches long. It's longer than the kitten.
Oh my God.
Wow. Ugh.
So
That's
I know
sad
it's
and
not
gross at the same time.
But like I every time she tells me about the kitten's story, I'm like, I feel its pain. My constipation in my lifetime has been so real. Like I know this kitten's pain.
Like I'm saying, I mean, I only have had glimpses of constipation in my life, but that's horrible too.
Yeah. Poor
I
kitten.
mean, maybe it's worse. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. I don't know either.
It might be worse.
Ugh.
Well, I'd rather it out than in. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
Yes.
Agreed.
You know?
Out's
Because if
better than
it's
in.
days and days and days. I mean, oof. That's
I
rough.
mean, you could die each way. Too much diarrhea, you're gonna die of like dehydration,
Yeah.
and too
Yeah.
much constipation. We've done news articles where a woman lost the use of her leg because she hadn't shit in so long. It like cut off the nerve,
Oh
Yeah.
blood
my.
flow to her leg.
They had to go and like operate and stuff and take it out. That was pretty bad.
That's
She almost lost her leg actually.
devastating.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Yeah. It was
I don't
crazy.
know which is worse.
Yeah, I'm not.
It was
I don't know.
bad.
Insanity.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. That poor woman. Oh my God.
So
Gonna have
Laura,
nightmares
you
tonight.
know,
Legs and lots of poop and kittens. Oh my God.
Oh. You gotta journal that shit.
Yeah. Get it out of my system.
So Laura, tell us a little bit more about yourself besides your poop. Who are you? What do you do? Tell us about Hello Thoughts.
Yeah. So, I spent a lifetime career doing hair and makeup and being behind the chair. And this damn COVID kind of pushed me away from that. So in doing that, I kind of just needed to stay creative and productive. And so I started to dabble with some art pieces and just painting and all that. And it was just starting to, my own demons were just kind of starting to pour out of me. And I was also kind of losing touch and just that piece of myself that gained so much from speaking to other people behind the chair.
Yeah.
And I was kind of longing for that. So I just was like, maybe I'll wing it and try to do a podcast. I mean, my husband does a couple podcasts, and we fortunately had all the material, so I just had to kind of get the confidence, and I just hit that wall where I was like, you know what, I'm ready to spill the beans, and I want to hear about people because I love people and I get a lot from them. So
That's good.
That's
I
great.
started Hello Thoughts. I spill my guts, and I ask people a lot about themselves. So I really enjoy it.
It's a fantastic podcast, by the way.
Thank you.
So-
Thanks for that. Yeah. Likewise.
And I know people can't see this podcast, but Laura's hair is amazing. It's like super rock star. So yeah, it makes, I suggest when all this is over, this whole pandemic stuff, everybody gets vaccinated, go see her because she will make you look great.
Thanks. I miss my hands and hair for sure. So
Yeah.
trying to keep busy.
Yeah.
I like how your podcast is spilling your guts with your heart, but our podcast is spilling your guts with your butt.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's very much, there's a vulnerability about, unveiling your thoughts. And there's also a vulnerability about, talking about poop.
Yeah.
And I mean, some people don't feel that way. So and others do. So
Agreed.
it's interesting.
There's a lot of people, I think, that it's both ways, but I also have noticed that, like, how talk therapy works for people. When you talk about this stuff, it literally lifts that cloud from over you. But also the same with our podcast. Like, if we celebrate your shit your pants stories, all of a sudden, like, there's a weight lifted and people don't have that shame anymore because we're here to celebrate it,
Right.
Yeah, and laugh at it.
Because we've all done
And
it.
laugh at it.
Yeah.
And that laughter, I feel like that helps, anything that I kind of unveiled about myself, or I kind of hope that the way I deliver myself, it always lands on laughter, because that's kind of what gets you through, right?
Yeah, totally.
So-
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, also, like, we should be taking the stigma out of it, but with the laughter, and then have open conversations with people who are having problems with their GI.
Yeah.
Like, I just learned that this sounds, the words that are about to leave my mouth all sounds crazy to me, but some men, straight men, don't like wiping their buttholes correctly after they poop because they think it's too gay.
Yeah.
And that's why they have skid marks in their underwear. And I'm like, wiping your own butthole does not make you a homosexual. Being attracted to other men makes you a homosexual.
Right.
Wiping your own butthole is just
So
hygiene.
that's how you can tell a homophobe. You're like, you got skid marks in your pants? You're not fully
Right
evolved.
there.
You're an asshole.
You know it. Yeah.
In so many ways.
Insanity.
I learned that some straight men don't want bidets for that same reason, because they're
crazy.
so afraid they're going to actually have pleasure by washing their butthole.
Oh my God. That's so insane. But also, when you think of people and what they've shown throughout, forever,
Oh, yeah.
and still to this day, it's
Yeah.
like it's really
It tracks.
actually not that surprising.
It tracks a
when you
lot of
think
people in
about
this country, for sure.
it. Seriously.
You're like, yeah, that makes sense. That logic absolutely is insane, but yeah, it's
And Dave, being a straight cis man, not only washes his butthole with a bidet, but he also agrees in hygiene as being an important factor in life.
Yes.
also, it's like, if you were like a single guy and you had massive skid marks and stuff, what woman is going to be into that? Like, no, like, I mean, maybe there is. I'm sure there's someone out there who's into skid marks, but Jesus Christ, that's just like foul.
That's a stank.
That's nasty.
Is just not necessary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you imagine an adult, like someone in their 30s has skid marks? You'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's insanity.
I mean, the only excuse is, like, I guess if you didn't have hands. And even then, I'm sure people without hands can have way cleaner asses than people that
figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you get
We've had two guests on our podcast who are, one is a little person whose arms are too short to wipe their own butt. And the other person is like a however you pronounce that drug, a thymidolite. How are you
Oh my God.
pronounce it?
I thought I had it in my head. I'm not going to even try.
But yeah,
Thalidomide.
Thalidomide. Yes, I can never say it. And they're one of those babies, and they have really short arms, and both of them can wipe their buttholes.
They figure it
And
out.
I'm sure those buttholes are clean.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you can get a back scratcher
Exactly.
going, okay,
Yeah.
it's got to be a tool, or you maneuver something.
Yeah.
Or if you're rich enough, you can get a wiper.
Yeah, you just, figure
Or a
it out.
bidet.
Or a bidet.
You don't
Or
even have to wipe, just wash.
yeah.
Right, yeah.
Get in there, people.
Yeah. Clean it up.
Yeah, clean your
No one
stinky
wants
ass.
Your stank. Okay? And your stanky ass underwear.
Exactly.
Gross.
How
Stink it, stink
it. Yeah.
Ugh. Is right.
People.
There's so many other problems in this world, it's like children going hungry, that this is the last thing we need to do.
That shouldn't even be like a conversation. That shouldn't even be like a thing.
Yes.
You got skid marks?
No,
Why?
that's why I started it with, like, I can't believe I just learned this. That, like, there are straight men out there who are like, I can't touch my own butthole.
Where did you get this? Like, who told you this, Ellen?
Like, I feel like it was like on a podcast or another podcast. I just remember hearing it and just being like, Oh my god!
You know who I want to meet? I want to meet. There's got to be women out there that have massive skid marks, though. There's got to be a few of those out there.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that would be
Either
terrifying
too
too.
lazy or just not. But listen,
Yeah.
thorough is a very good way to be. Okay.
Just imagine
You
like
gotta be thorough.
they're going out into town. There's like this crustified thong.
Yes.
You know, I mean, think of like your body odor, right? Like just that alone is, it just happens. So let alone something that's been living there on your underpants.
Oh, I so wish I had that foghorn sound effect. I don't have it.
Well, we had my cousin Tina on last year, who used to work for a fancy waxing place, and she told me so many times these women would come in for Brazilian wax with dingleberries.
Oh God!
Mudbutt.
That is
Yeah.
I don't know about you
wrong
guys,
with people.
but if you go to the dentist,
Dingleberries,
you brush
I know,
your
right?
teeth before you go to the dentist.
100%.
If you're going to the gynecologist or a fancy waxing place, clean down there.
105% at least. That's insane. I can't believe that.
Well, maybe the people that are have into skid marks and not they'll find each other. There's somebody for everybody, right?
I believe that.
Oh, you don't wash your ass either? Cool, let's get together. This is perfect.
Yeah.
We both smell like
Our
shit.
friend at Rieger, the fisting app, and maybe he could do it like a
Oh.
dirty butthole app.
Oh my
There
god,
you go. Oh my God.
the dirty butthole app.
Listen, I'm sure you know what? You just made it happen.
Yeah,
You just made it happen.
if you build it, they will come. They're like, finally something for my people.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
don't say my people, those people.
Those people.
Those people.
Jesus Christ.
We celebrate poo on this podcast, but we don't want to see it, smell it, or touch it. Clean
No.
your shit.
Something stinks.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's funky.
Ugh.
That is funky.
So
Oh man. Oh man.
with that, we
I just
We-
remembered something, guys.
ooh,
Oh,
go
please.
tell us.
Yes.
I don't want to
Get
cut it
into
off.
it.
No, do it. Let's do it.
You might have your
It's all
lineup
about
of
you.
questions.
No.
I just had a flashback of something
Awesome. Bring
that
it.
it just has not even entered my brain until this point.
All right.
Oh
Perfect.
my God.
This
Okay,
happens
so-
a lot on our show where
Yeah,
like people
I
are
mean-
like, wait, oh my God. Yeah. So
Listen, this is like kind of towards my childhood, and I like just blocked a lot. Like I definitely have like some childhood amnesia, but you just helped me out with this one. So I worked at a dance studio that was like my first job, right? I was a dancer, and then like, I started working at the front desk like a little bit here and there when I was like 14, 15. And I was working, and there in dance school or anything like that, there's always that class that's like can't keep up with the pace. There's like a bunch of like they're just not that good. They can't keep tempo or whatever. And this was that class, right? And there was this child, and she was in the bathroom forever, like forever. And she was just, I'll just say she was a very interesting little child. And she came out, and there was shit like all over the bathroom, like an animal just like was shitting and running in circles. Okay, and it was all over the fucking bathroom. And no one knew. She went back into the classroom to continue dancing, and it smelled so bad that like we knew right away. Oh my God, it's not a good story, but
wait, how old were you? How old were you?
I was just gonna ask that
I
question.
was like 15. I was working the front desk, and then it was.
How old was the kid?
It was a scene. She was a little. She was probably like. She was a very large child, but she was. So I'm trying to. Maybe she was 9.
Damn, that's pretty old for like shitting destroying a bathroom.
Way over.
Yeah, she knows better.
She had a problem.
Oh my God. Did she have
She just carried on. She just like walked right back into class and started dancing.
Oh, did she have like shit all over her dance outfit?
I honestly, I don't know. I don't remember that part, but I just, wow, that just came to me.
So
Were
you the first one to see this crime scene? Like,
the instructor came out and said, it smells so bad, and like said something about it smelling in the dance room. And then I went and I checked, and I saw the bathroom was just like turned upside down and shit. And then I got the main manager guy, and he took care of it. I mean, I was working there as a young kid, but I wasn't going to take care of it.
That was my next question. Did they make you clean that up?
No way. Boundaries.
This is some fucked up repugnant shit.
That is so disgusting.
Damn straight it is.
Oh.
So
that was a weird memory.
In the dance room, the instructor said it smelled in the dance room.
Yes,
that means that
because
little girl had to have had poo-poo all over her.
Yeah, and that is why this memory came rushing back, because we're talking about thorough cleanings and those streaks on the pants there. And I think she had shit in her tights.
Oh.
So,
and that person
This reminds me of Dubini, Greg Dubin. We had a mini-sode with him because he had a check-in with us that he knew of a child who exploded all over the bathroom. And the kid was like around 7-8 years old. And the kid even was like, I don't know what just happened.
Yeah.
And Greg was like, well...
Yeah, you shit your pants, dude. And the fucking room.
But like the little kid, like at that age, you think they're old enough to know better. And Laura, you're a mom. You can tell us. Like around 7, 8, 9, you think they're old enough to know better. But like Greg had to tell this kid, he was like, you got to sit on the toilet and push some more. And the kid's like, no, I don't have anything left in me. And when the kid sat on the toilet and pushed, more came out.
Yeah.
And the kid was like, whoa.
And the kid, and then he had, Greg had.
I mean, unless there is an issue, maybe, I don't know.
And he had
the sensory thing. Sometimes kids they'll hang on to it for dear life.
Yeah.
They don't want to let it go.
Poor Greg had to clean it up too. I'm like, that kid's old enough to clean that shit up. I'm sorry. Like, I refuse.
Here.
I'm like, you're old enough.
Yeah.
If you know how to operate a PlayStation or Xbox, you can clean that shit up. That's
valid point.
Like, if you can work an iPad or like a computer, you could easily clean this up.
Yep. Here's your material.
Yeah, here you go. Soap, water, begin.
Oh
my God.
Ugh.
That is funny. Wow. Came crashing, guys.
That just happened to me recently where we were reading something for a mini-sode. Huh?
You go, it happened to me recently. I'm like, you shit your tights?
No. If I shit my pants, it would have been in my check-in.
That's true.
Yes, it would have been.
No, I could not remember how I collected my fecal sample years ago when I had this stomach bug. I literally had diarrhea for 2 weeks straight, and I was like, I think I'm dying. And so I went to the doctor, and she was like, you need to give me a fecal sample. And I blacked out how I collected it. I know I brought it to them. I have no idea how I did it. And we were reading this story for a mini-sode, and it all came back to me on how I did it. And I was like, sometimes you just need those little things to jog your memory.
See, it happens.
Set sail.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Crazy.
Crazy town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, shit.
So, Laura, do you have anything else you want to share with us, or should we go straight into questions?
I mean, let's dive into some questions.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
What kind of toilet paper do you use, and do you put it on the roll over or under?
Roll is over. It's an over for me. And it's Charmin.
Oh.
Oh, look at you, Charmin. With the fancy stuff, huh?
Yes, it is fancy. I mean, I can't say I do here and there. I will buy BJ's too, but my preference is Charmin. That is my preference. But I am out of work, so BJ's it is sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I'd know what even the BJ's brand is like. Is
It's
it soft? Is it?
I mean, I would say it's mediocre, you know. It's not that real paper, like it's not like wiping yourself with tissue paper. You know, it's not that feel. It's got a little softness to it, but it's no Charmin.
And
No
when
Charmin.
you wipe your butt, do you sit or stand?
You know, I thought about this, and it's like I definitely sit, but then there's the elevation of the one side, you know, like at the end.
Lean.
Yeah, a little lean. You got to lean.
Got ourselves a leaner.
At the end. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's got a little bit of a lean.
Right? You got to
You got to get in.
Yeah, you can't.
Lean
Otherwise, I don't know
forward,
how.
Lean to the right.
Yeah,
lean
lean
to the left.
forward, a little to
Yeah.
the left, you know.
Unless
get
you're
in
like
there.
Rubber Man, you like your
So
hands.
it's thorough, people.
Yeah, exactly.
We want things
It's
clean.
Yeah.
clean.
Wash your ass. Wipe your
No
ass.
skid marks here.
Nope.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Do you have any other first memories of my tongue does not want to work. Do you have any other first memories of poops or farts as a child besides working at that dance studio?
Yeah. So yeah, that was like kind of later on. I mean, like poop. I always had a stomach ache. You know, like I just always had a stomach ache as a child. I still always have a stomach ache. So I mean, a definitive moment when I was a kid, not necessarily, but just I was always pooping. You know, I always had poop problems.
No.
Oh,
So
As my brother always said about me, he said, your number one problem is your number two problem.
yeah.
And ironically, my sister was that way. You know, she was always constipated and I was always having an issue. So it was like one or the other. But yeah, and then, you know, as I got a little bit older, I developed an eating disorder, which kind of made it so that, you know, when I actually ate, I think it made it even worse. You know, like I
shit.
was just not used to food. So it just kind of got worse. And then these days, kind of living in recovery, I'm just experiencing my same old problems. Maybe they think it might be Crohn's. So that's kind of what
shit.
they're looking into now.
Oh,
But,
okay.
yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they
I
figure
hope
it
they
out.
get-
Stomach was always an issue for me.
Right.
You know?
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, I had poop problems, and I remember my butthole always being in pain. So, yeah.
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 I
Legit.
get stomach issues if I eat like really like rich or greasy food or like, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just like the worst shits ever. And your stomach just
Ever.
aches and like, you're just like, it never ends.
Yeah.
So yeah, been in that boat.
Yeah. So it's always a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why you're going to swallow the pill, is to figure out if it is Crohn's.
Yeah, I guess like a lot of times the endoscopy doesn't detect it, so we'll see. I mean, it could be other things, but I'm having reoccurring kidney stones, which is, you know, sometimes a problem with gastro-related issues. So
Yeah.
yeah, 5 months ago I had one. They got rid of it, and then I was actually on my way into Philadelphia to go to a specialist, and I hit almost the bridge and I started passing a stone.
Oh my God. Fuck.
5 months later, thank God Taylor, my husband, was driving. I was going to drive myself, but I was like, you know what? I'm a little anxious about this appointment and where I'm going and everything. And he ended up driving me. And good thing, because he ended up making a turn and we went to the hospital. I went to the hospital.
Holy
instead.
shit.
And I had
Wow.
a giant kidney stone stuck in my ureter.
Oh my
So,
God. Oh
yeah.
wow.
It's
Oh.
been a joyride, guys.
Oh my God.
That fucking hurts.
Oh yeah, I can
Yes.
imagine.
Kidney
wife-
stones fucking hurt.
My wife had a cyst that burst, and she was like, it was the most painful. So
Pain.
yeah.
Pain.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe this camera will detect something.
Yeah.
Get to the
I
bottom.
I hope,
My
yeah.
blood work
Anybody.
is really bad for all. Like the IBD panel is like off the charts. So they think something's definitely going on. It's just kind of a matter of finding what's
What it
going
is,
on.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I really hope they do, and I hope you get some
Thanks.
answers.
Yeah,
Because
me
that sucks,
Me
not
too.
knowing.
Yeah.
And if they can't help you, we will. We know other
Yes, you-
people.
Yeah,
We'll
Yeah.
you know a
figure
bunch
it
of
out.
doctors.
People who know people who know people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you will.
We got you.
You will let me. Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, we will help you. We're here to laugh, but we're also here to help.
Yes.
That's so
Connect.
true. Yes, you guys do that. You do.
Yeah. We've
Bravo to you.
connected so many people through this podcast that I'm like, I feel like we should have our own network, you know?
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
a hotline.
instead of Facebook,
We'll set
we'll
up another
fart book.
hotline. Helpline.
I love it.
Fart book.
I love it.
Oh my
Just
god.
got to work on that machine there. You got that pump.
Yeah, fart vac.
Yes.
Yeah. I just need some farts in my belly. I've been like, I'm sorry to rub it in, but I've been pooping so clean these days that
Girl, you do you. You should be excited about that.
Yeah.
Love
Oh,
that. Don't
trust
feel
me, I
bad
am.
about it.
the shits I've been making are like textbook cartoon perfect. I'm like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
that?
Good
Things
stuff.
are working good.
Good stuff.
It took me literally like 42 years to get to this place. And
You should be celebrating.
For
oh
sure.
my God, I do.
Oh, guys, congratulations on your music video, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
How awesome is that?
That was all Martin Scorsese over there.
That was cool. I wanted
Or
to
Marcia
say that.
Scorsese.
Yeah, I forgot. That was awesome.
Thank you. Yeah,
You're welcome.
We were very inspired by our friend Dr. Fong, who was telling us about all this colorectal cancer awareness, and
Yeah.
she was like, "There's a lot of things you can do before a colonoscopy, and one of those things is shitting in a box." And I was like, "Well,
Exactly.
Better.
yeah."
She's like, we got
What
to do it.
better than to
Make a parody
the
music
music.
video.
yeah, music video.
Yeah, you know, way to celebrate. Oh my god.
Awesome.
Literally, I was like, "Dave, I'm going to do this." And a couple days later, he's like, "Are you still?" And I was like, "Yep, I'm working on it. Here's
Yeah.
the lyrics. Here's this."
Like I remember seeing the things. I'm like, I guess we're doing this.
Awesome.
I was like, oh, here we go.
You did it well.
She did, yeah. Alan did a great job.
Yeah,
Our
it really came out
doctor's
good.
office was at a dominatrix studio.
Yeah.
And she has a whole medical corner. And I don't know if you remember, but on the wall, she literally has, I think, like 10 different vintage enema bags. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is so perfect.
Yeah.
So that was just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
just there.
On brand.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The only thing we took off the wall was the
straitjacket. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
I mean,
That's so funny.
we are most definitely insane, but we don't need to tell the world about it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was fun.
Another video.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
With your diarrhea and your loose stools, do you have any cures for diarrhea? And since you don't have constipation, but maybe your kids do, like what are the things that help you with both of those?
So yeah, I feel like I haven't nailed it yet. You know, they did talk about putting me on medication, and we're kind of going. We want to kind of figure out what the problem is first. Probiotics did help me a little bit, but you know, I really haven't found that solution. I cut out dairy for the first time, probably December. I started that, and it didn't necessarily help. I haven't completely cut out gluten, but she did say to try that. And I have had an allergy test for that, and I wasn't allergic to it. So maybe I do have some sort of sensitivity. So I am going to try that and, you know, just do, hopefully not another Scopy.
Yeah,
Okay?
Scopy.
If they put me under one more time to look inside, I'm going to go nuts. Hopefully this camera figures it out.
Nice.
It'll be over,
Fingers
you know?
crossed.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't. And so my solution to that has always been to, you know, kind of withhold food in certain situations.
Right.
Besides the eating disorder, I just mean moving on from that. Just being at work, you know, having that IBS problem, you don't want to eat because you're nervous you're gonna have an issue. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting on a chair. I can't Nobody got time for that, so I just avoid eating.
You're like, excuse me, I gotta take a shit. Like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. It really, there's just no time.
Yeah.
There's never time between clients and all that. So I would just eat the things I knew, like literally like carrots and celery type things that I knew wouldn't give me an issue, you know?
Right.
You're not our first guest who deprives themselves because they're afraid.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it.
Yeah, it's like it's a problem, and when you know that it's going to be an issue, you try and avoid it by doing that. So
For sure.
yeah.
I mean, I am gluten-free because of my constipation. That was like a really bad thing. And it's even gotten to the point where gluten-free bread was constipating me.
Really?
So when I cut that out, that's when I've been making these fabulous shits recently.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can do gluten-free stuff. I was doing it once a day. Now it's more like twice a week, you know? So,
yeah.
I mean, I believe that it can be the mind-body connection. It can be
Maybe.
you actually have Crohn's. Everybody's different, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I honestly, and we've talked about it in the past, I think more women are constipated because we are women and we don't poop. And so there's a mind-body connection to that. You know?
Damn straight. Ladies don't poop.
Yes.
We're dainty.
They don't. You guys don't poop.
Right.
So it's like there's so many factors, you know?
Yeah, there are.
And it's good that we can get to the bottom of it and have doctors we can trust or nutritionalists or anybody. Yeah.
And doctors are tough too, because you do feel like, you know, you are just a number, you know?
Yeah.
So like a lot of times you go in, you have these conversations, but you don't know necessarily what they're going to say. So to have a running list of what you should be asking at the tip of your head is not necessarily going to happen. And then once you leave that room, you know, it's like, you got no one to talk to. So it's like, it's tricky, but
you have to be your own advocate.
You really do. Yeah.
But you also can get more opinions than just the first doctor you go to. So
yeah, definitely.
I had to do that with my hemorrhoids. The first doctor I went to wanted to ban them off. And then we had our friend of the show, Dr. Evan Goldstein, on. He's like, don't do that. It causes scar tissue. And I was like, oh, I'm glad I talked to you about it.
Yeah,
and then I had a second doctor who's now been on the show. And she was like, yeah, let's do some other stuff. And so it's always important to, you know, find out all your different things that you can do.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
They must love being on your show too. It's like,
I mean, maybe
it's
not.
like, this is all they know. You know, they know all this information that they are like so excited to deliver.
Like, finally,
right? Yeah,
I could talk
they
shit.
could have it in this like lighthearted space.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
We love having them on too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was dropping knowledge.
So much information.
There's a lot of
When you
information.
have great butt doctors, they're doing God's work, you know?
Yeah. Love it.
That's good.
What products do you use to help you with your pooping? Like in your bathroom, do you use sprays? Do you use a stool? Do you use a bidet? Like, what do you do? You know,
we actually did have the squatty potty for a minute. That was a Taylor Allen purchase, and it was just, you know, we have a small house, and it was just like in my way. I didn't feel like I don't need it, you know. Like I don't have that issue, so it was kind of in my way, and he didn't really get too much out of it, so we got rid of that. And then we have is it Poopery?
Yeah, Poopery.
Yes, we have Poopery because he was always spraying the Lysol around. That is something he cannot leave a stink behind. Like he does not want to leave a stink behind, which I embrace. That's great. Thank you for that. But
ass always wins. Ass always wins.
So gross. Yeah.
Ass always wins. It doesn't matter how much you do, what you do. It smells like the thing you sprayed at ass.
Yes. Poopery. I'm sorry. It's a little bit better, but you are right. You are right, sir.
There's always that little bit of like
wins.
must.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so-
Lysol just like smells like chemicals with
It's
shit.
disgusting. No,
Yeah.
I don't even want that in my house, to
Yeah.
be honest with you. Like, so yeah, we
Ugh.
switched to poopery. Yes. Those are really the only things. I
Cool.
mean, no
We used to-
bidet here.
We used to have those doggy poo poo bags that were lavender scented.
Yeah.
And then the scent of that lavender made me want to retch,
Yeah. Yeah.
like without poop even being near it. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'd rather just like smell the
Deal
shit
with it. Yeah.
Ugh.
than that like that chemically
Yeah.
fake floral.
Right. It's not a good mix. It
No.
really is not a good mix. I have yet to. The thing is, I think poopery, I think you're supposed to spray it ahead of time.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that helps. It's not something I think
It
about.
definitely smells.
Yeah, I'm-
It doesn't smell as bad, but for sure, there's still like, no matter how much use, I put a ton of that spray in there. It's like, yeah, it still smells like shit
You're
in here.
slipping on the tile
Yeah,
floor.
exactly. It's insane how much. I mean, like,
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
fully. I mean, I use Palo Santo, and that's pretty
Okay.
good. But I think it's more because it's so smoky.
Yeah.
Like I get in the bathroom, it looks like I've been smoking like salmon or something in there. It's like just like a. But it's it works pretty good.
What about a match?
Matches
Does
work
anyone
good.
Say that they do a match.
Matches work great.
like, I feel like a match works the best.
Yeah,
And a nice open window.
yeah. There you go.
Just
Yeah.
open the window.
Yeah.
Let this
Light a
sink
match.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we have matches, Hey Poopy matches. I have to meet up with you.
If you go to heypoopypodcast.com, you can get those matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
They're in our merch, but I will give you as a
Cool.
guest
Yeah.
Cool.
matches for free.
Yay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll show you one right now, even though people at home won't even see any
That's
of this.
awesome.
But
I'm so excited about that. It's the little things.
Yeah,
you know?
right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah,
I love it.
there you go.
Love it.
And they're the good wooden kinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We spent that extra cash.
Yeah,
Only the best.
exactly.
Only
the
Only the best.
Only the best for this show. Okay. Are you ready, Laura? It's
I'm
our
ready.
most favorite, important
Ooh.
question of the night.
Oh boy.
Or if you're listening to this podcast in the morning, if you have Bristol 7 coming out fast and furious, which sounds like you've been close to this because you are a little looser in the caboose
Yes.
and there is zero toilet in sight.
Oh
Do
no.
you go in your pants or do you go on the floor? Pants versus floor.
Pants.
Yep.
Pants. Yeah. Yeah. I thought I'd have to think for a second, but I'm going pants. I'm going pants.
Okay, there's no wrong answer.
pants.
There's no wrong answer.
And I'm throwing those suckers out.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The pants are
I'm going
definitely
pants.
the pants, the underwear. Probably, I would even throw the socks in this t-shirt. Just everything goes out.
You know what? I guess that's the good part about not having, like, it's not like I'm a shopper. I don't have the best wardrobe. So I'd be like, I just could make easy peace with it.
Yeah,
Whatever
it all
I'm
goes.
wearing. Goodbye.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Throw it out.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, no floor action for me. I bet you, some people in their nicest gear, they might not want to do it.
I've done it.
Yeah. You've taken them off and done the floor?
I've shit. Well, yes, I've done all of the above.
Yeah. Okay.
But I've shit in something nice, like a nice pair of pants, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wash these. I'm not gonna
It
throw them
depends.
away.
I mean, I guess it depends on what happened.
It's circumstantial.
If it was that explosion that I just came flowing back to me, a couple minutes ago. I mean, if it was that kind of explosion, then no,
Yeah.
gotta go.
Yeah. We've all been there. And it's all, like, I've shit my pants
Yeah.
in public, and then in the
We've all done
woods, had the option of going on the floor behind a tree,
Yeah,
So,
you do what you gotta do.
yeah.
You do
I thought I
what
was
you
gonna.
gotta
I thought I was gonna shit my pants. I guess. I mean, this wasn't really a check-in, but it's like I thought. I went for a really hard workout run with some
Oh.
people I run with,
Yeah,
my running
that'll
group,
do it.
and I thought I was like, at one point, I'm like, my stomach is getting so like weird that I'm
Yeah.
like, if I run a little bit faster, I might shit my pants. Like it just felt like, just like a brief moment, it's like a twinge. You're like, this could.
Yeah.
I mean, I had shorts on. Like
Yeah.
it would have not been good. And I was far from home. I wasn't like.
Shorts are rough.
I was at least 2 miles away from home.
situation.
Yeah. I was a good 2 miles from home, so that would have been like I would have had to find like a hose or jump into
What
the.
did you do?
Nothing. I mean, it went away. Thank God.
It went up and got stuck?
Yeah, it was like I'm like, oh my God, just breathe through this. Like it's just gonna like but it was like while I was running, I'm like,
slowed down a little bit.
yeah. I mean,
right?
towards the end, I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh my God. But yeah,
It's not easy to run while you're like clenching.
yeah. But it was like just that little weird. At first, I thought it was a cramp, like just from like working out so much. But it was. I'm like, this is not good. But luckily, that was our little rest period, so it went away. But yeah, it was. I was like, yeah, I was like, fuck, this could be bad. I'm gonna have to cut this short.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, good news for you, bad news for us.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been an interesting story to tell.
I don't know if you guys ever went to Pete and Elda's.
What's
No.
that?
No, it's a place. It's in Neptune, and it's a pizza place. It's like a pizza bar kind of place. It's very popular. You wait forever to get in, kind of deal. And if you eat the whole large pie, you get a T-shirt.
Ooh.
So it's like a big deal for
Right.
some reason in this area. And I went with like a huge group of people. I was on a first date with a guy. It was like late high school, and he was like, "Yeah, a bunch of us are going to Pete and Elda's," and I'm like, "Okay." And everyone got the pie. It was like a thing. And meanwhile, I'm like, first of all, I don't want to eat in front of people because I had that issue, but also I get a quick stomach ache.
Oh.
So I was eating my pizza. And I was on the car ride home. He was taking me home. And yeah, I was having a real hard time keeping it together. Okay. It was a rough one. He's talking, trying to, continue to get to know me, and I'm like, I'm going to lose it right now, literally and physically. Okay. I was like cranking down the window. Oh, I just need air. Like I'm going to shit my pants.
Oh.
And I did not, but I almost did. I barely said goodbye. He pulled into the driveway. I was like, bye. I got out, and I just
made it.
But it was rough. It was rough.
And that's a rough time as a kid, like you growing up. It's like no one needs to be sitting in your pants on a date.
Yeah, exactly. Could you imagine? That would have been, maybe he knew. Maybe he saw me squirming in that seat and lowering that window, and I don't know.
No, he probably was
we
like,
never really
she doesn't
talked much
like
after that.
me. Yeah. She's like, she doesn't like me. She is like no interest.
Yeah,
she wanted to get out of here.
Well, I'm sure at the time, during that, you're probably, I do not have any interest in you.
No. It's quickly faded.
Yeah, at this moment, nothing matters except for me to get out of this fucking car.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But those kinds of things, when you have IBS or issues with that, like that happens all the time. And that's why, like, you almost have to deprive yourself a little bit, because you'll be out and about. Like Taylor and I were just talking, like we went to the city and we went to go see a show, but beforehand we went to this nice restaurant and we're eating, and we had to like make the show like on time to get to the place, and like we had to book it to the nearest pub, and I had to go, in an instant. I mean, it happened so fast.
Jesus.
And you're out and about, so it's not good.
Yeah, no.
It's tough living.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
You got to be hard.
Carrots. You got to eat carrots. That's it.
That's not a way to live.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
And also, let's just go back. Why is it that when we are in a car and you are feeling that bubble guts,
The rumble
and rolling
begins.
down a window actually helps?
I think for me, it's also like the breathing.
Yeah.
Because I get like the rush of like panic, so I need that like fresh air
Yeah.
coming my way.
I have been there, and it's like the one thing, that fresh air, you got to roll down
it
the
helps.
window.
Yeah.
It helps.
I mean, that helps with like if you feel like you're going to vomit.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh,
It's like
completely.
It's like
need
a
that.
soothing thing.
Come on.
Yeah.
I used to throw up all the time as a child in cars. Like I was a geyser.
Car sick. Yeah.
Every single time I got in the car, to the point
Yeah.
where my parents would actually deprive me of breakfast because they were like, she's going to throw up.
Yeah.
And I realized the only thing that could stop me is if I fell asleep. So I had to literally like get in the car and
Yeah.
pass out.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I can't imagine. I'm like,
But
So no more? No,
No more.
As an adult? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But if I am not driving, or if I'm on a plane or a train, anything, if I'm
Yeah.
just sitting there, I will pass out.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Your
I have
body
like,
just shuts down. You're like,
yeah, my body's like, we're done.
yeah.
yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I used to get, as a kid, I got car sick, and I still do too. But if I'm driving, it's much better.
If if people like read, if I'm reading something, it's for sure I'm gonna like
Yeah.
get
Oh my God.
an insane motion
Yeah.
sickness headache.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't know
But
people
I
do
grew
that.
up on everybody and everything. I was constantly puking as a kid.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that sucks.
Station.
I'm like, you sit in the way back.
Yeah,
Like you're not allowed anywhere near us or
yeah.
the front
Yeah.
seat. Oh
And
my
the funny
God.
thing is, as an adult, I rarely puke. Like,
Yeah.
thankfully, it's gone away.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so, but Laura, we have to rewind a little. You told us
Yeah.
the one story about high school and being at the pizza place, but
Yeah.
has it ever happened to you? Have you pooped your pants or anywhere on the floor in public? In public, being in a park or wherever.
Yeah, it really, I was trying to jog my memory, and I can't think of a time that I actually, like, I know it happened for sure, like on my way, maybe it had to be in my 20s, like on my way into my house or something like that.
Yeah.
But
That happens a lot.
nothing like outrageous where like I was like at a party and it happened, or like
Yeah.
I was like on my way there and I just didn't make it.
Yeah.
It
sounds like you've had a
it was
bunch
sad.
of close calls.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had close call after close call. Yes.
I mean, it's pretty amazing though that
Yeah, like I can't really remember a specific time. I definitely did it, but I just
it'll come to
it
you.
was like almost at home. I was like almost at home, so it was like, okay, I got this handled. I can just throw my underwear away.
If it does
move
come
on.
back, if it does come back to you, you can just come back on
I'll
the show.
I'll write to you. I'll
Yeah.
come back on the show.
Yeah, and let us know.
Definitely, I will.
Well, Dave, my gorgeous, lovely, fantastic co-host, forgot shitting in his pants story for
Oh my-
almost a whole 2 years of us doing this show.
Yeah.
And it came flooding back to him.
Yeah, my
one
wife
night.
told me like
Yeah.
she's like that time we were camping, and I'm like it was like flash forward. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bam.
Yeah, it was like you were
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it happens.
Sometimes the brain just was
Yeah.
like, nope, don't
It
want to
happens.
remember this.
So
Right.
you know, if
never know.
it jogs your memory or something, let us know, and you can always
I
come back
will.
on.
I will. I definitely will.
Yeah, sometimes the brain just shuts it off, and
it has
sometimes
to be
it.
there.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just has to be there because there is just like, I mean, there's daily close calls,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so like,
Totally.
I just like it has to.
It must have happened. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What about with your kids? Like, you being a mom, was potty training easy, hard? Like,
It was hard. Yeah. My oldest, she went through like kind of like developmental issues. That's why I brought up like maybe sometimes kids with sensory issues, they like hold on to it and
Yeah.
want to let it go,
yeah.
So yeah, with my oldest, I had a little bit of trouble with that.
I
And
mean, you're
then-
not the first parent that's been on. No parent we've ever talked to has said, oh, that was easy.
It's so easy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I do have to say, I was thinking about it, and my hair skills, I just want to say, I'm good with my hands and manipulating my hands, so I feel like I'm a good diaper changer. Like I can
Right.
just, like, I
You're like
get in
commando.
there, I get in there, I get done, I can maneuver the diaper, and it's just it's been an easy ride for me for the most
that's
part.
Oh, okay, good.
But just recently, it was like my daughter, because I was thinking about the podcast, and I'm like, they don't have those like explosion stories where it's up the kid's back. I have none of that. And I'm, like I said, I'm very good at changing the diaper.
Nice.
But the other day, it's like she knew I was coming on here. She's been taking off her pants like like she's almost 2. She'll be 2 in May. So she'll like constantly slide her pants off now, and I'm like, are you like, maybe she is like gearing up for something? I don't know. Anyway, I was in the kitchen kind of ignoring her, and Taylor was not around, and I hear him, whoa, what's, and he comes down the hallway, and I look over, and her diaper, everything is off of her diaper, and she's just walking around, and the diaper is completely on the carpet. There's poop all over the carpet. It's smeared. She walked in it. I'm like, what the hell is happening right now? Like, how did it happen? How did it happen? Like, I don't understand.
Wow, that's
So she knew I was coming on, and yeah, her shit diaper was on our carpet, and I was pretty upset.
Yeah,
I was upset that I missed it,
as one would be.
Yeah, so I was cleaning up shit. Put her in the old tub and scrubbed her down.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
But she's also been saying to me when she's getting changed, she's like kind of laughing, and I'm like, it's not funny, and she's like, it's a bit funny. I'm like, yeah, you're right. It is.
On this show, it is.
It's a bit funny. Your turd is a bit funny right now.
Oh
Thank you for that.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, so I'm dealing with the changing of the diapers. I have a 7-year-old who's just emerged in farts. They're so funny. And Alexa, play farts. She might play farts right now. It's just like everything is farts.
Right. Oh.
Alexa, stop. Yeah. So
that is hilarious.
I sent you guys that video, that poop video. Yeah. My husband showed her that because he knew that she would crack up. So it's all about poop.
It's all about poop in the house.
Puppy, so
yeah.
We've had parents on, and they just were like, I didn't realize having a child was going to have this much poop in my life.
Yeah.
It's just like, now I'm going to just have like, I don't know, a decade long of poop.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I mean, what are you going to do?
Well, hopefully there'll be lead.
It comes with it.
Yeah, I guess it'll end at some point, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
At some point.
At some point. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. When they go off to college.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then hopefully they won't be like crying, Mom, I was on a date and I pooped my pants. Hopefully they don't have my genes with that. So.
Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to share with us?
So I have this, I don't know, it's just I have reoccurring dreams about toilet situations. I don't know if you guys have that.
I don't, but I can totally understand why you do, because
Yeah.
your gut just,
Right.
Yeah.
It's telling
You need
to
a
get
toilet.
to one,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Always.
So I have these constant reoccurring dreams, but I don't know if I have many of those, but I have one specific. It's like I'm in like a Western kind of, like I can see everyone and the doors are short. Okay.
Oh.
And it's reoccurring and everyone can see me.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's
I have
They can see
a lot
you
of
on the
reoccurring
toilet?
dreams. They see me on the toilet,
Wow.
It's got those swinging doors that can't close all the way.
like the old saloon doors.
Yeah, old saloon doors.
Wow.
It's I don't know.
I have been to a bathroom like that, and I was like, who the fuck put these doors in? No lock.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
just
it
the
actually.
swinging, and I was like, who thought this was a
Yes.
good idea?
Yes,
A
that
cheap
happened to me
person.
too, and then it like amplified that dream.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that
Who does?
that's
Who does
that's
that?
like a nightmare.
Right.
yeah. Like, okay, when in New York City, and there's probably in other cities and places, but like there's like literally you get a grade for your restaurant, an A or a B or whatever, depending on how clean it is and everything. I think they should also get in trouble for having terrible bathrooms, especially when their bathroom doesn't have a proper door.
Yeah.
I agree.
Agreed.
I agree.
I'm with you. We can get that started by the city. Please.
Like
I tell you what, though, it's funny how like a bar cannot be all that bad, but then you go into like a Macy's, like a somewhere like that, and it's like disgusting. Like, what happened?
Yeah, because people don't care. They don't give a shit.
know?
They're like, it's not my problem. I don't gotta clean this up. So they'll make an absolute
Well,
mess.
that's just like an awful mentality.
Yeah, I agree. It's
Yeah.
a really horrible way to go through life, but yeah, it happens.
It's like, wait a second.
Ugh.
I've been in bars that are better than this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
How is this
For sure.
possible?
Yep.
for sure. Oh,
It's insane.
Gross. It's all gross.
Yeah. Completely.
oh God, I'm just thinking about gross bathrooms. Well, with that, I say we get into some news. Or no, we have this new segment we're trying to work on called Shitty Choices. Shitty Choices. You get two choices.
Okay.
Like you have to, in some weird world, like this is the only two choices that matter.
Yeah.
So one of the things I wrote down, I haven't looked at this list in a while, but you have to walk around all day with shit in your underwear. I mean, like all fucking day. Like you wake up, you shit your pants, and you're like, oh, I gotta do my things. Or you have to listen to your parents have sex for 2 minutes.
Oh, God. Oh,
They're
God.
both shitty choices, but you don't want either.
No.
It's a Sophie's choice.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No one wants to hear your parents having sex.
Right. Yeah.
And it's only 2 minutes, which is still like horrific.
2 minutes. That's not too bad.
Or you're walking
not too
around
bad.
with shit in your underwear
All day.
all day. I mean, from like
All
we're
day
talking,
and just like out and about.
yeah, 9 to 5, like whatever you do during the day, like you going to work,
Yeah.
you're running
Well,
errands.
these days, like I'm quarantined.
Yeah. Well, pretend like
Not so bad.
before times.
Before times.
Yeah.
Right.
Where you had to leave the house. You gotta go to the supermarket. You gotta go. You're going to your workout class. You go to your Zumba class.
God. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. I guess I'm gonna have to hear it. Wait, hear it or see it?
Hear it? No, not seeing. That would just be too fucked up. No.
I'm hearing it.
Yeah, like you get somehow you get trapped in the closet and you're like, oh my God, and then your parents are like, what's up? You're like, no.
I guess I'll do that and just like sing myself to some
Yeah.
sort of safety.
That's. I think I have to go with that too.
Skanking like that
Yeah.
all day.
I would have to go with you on the 2 minutes. I mean, it would be a long 2 minutes, and I would probably have to go get some therapy after that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
the
yeah.
rest of my life, yes.
I think I'd rather do that than walk around and shit my pants all day.
Yeah, as long as if I had to see it, I
No,
I might
no
go
seeing.
Shit,
No.
shit route.
Just audio.
Okay, audio. Yep. Yeah.
It's
Like-
like you're on a family vacation. It's a family reunion, big Airbnb. You're sharing a wall with your parents in the next room. And
Yeah.
And for some reason, you can't get out of the room. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you're hearing is that.
Okay. I can deal with that.
Okay. Just wanted to know.
I would just pretend like it was something else.
Yeah.
Exactly. Denial really can seep in, and I'm gonna ride with that.
Yeah, denying your parents having sex versus
Yes.
the truth.
No, but you gotta. And like, I should have put in there like you hear names like, oh, Jerry.
Oh God! You had to use my father's.
Well, I mean, I don't know Laura's dad's name.
I was like, you know what? The other thing is, I have to say, like that causes for very serious health issues for a woman. I mean, at least.
Yes.
I mean, I'm so petrified of UTIs. Like, I do not want that problem, and you would most certainly get that problem if you walked around with shit all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as a man, I would get something. There'd be there'd be a rash, some kind of funkiness.
Definitely a rash.
Yeah, and I don't mean like a log. I mean like just pure ass fire, liquid. Like,
Ass fire.
Here we go.
Perfect phrase.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, all right, we're all on board. It's the parents have sex.
So we all agree.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, because no one. That's how bad shit is.
Yeah.
We've decided to like go into the evil depths of hell.
To avoid it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do a quick news story and then we'll get you out of here.
Okay.
So I'm going to play this theme song and then we'll get into that. So here we go. So my lovely co-host gave me this article. It's a really good one. And again, this should be like, I mean, it's fucking genius. There should be like a short movie about this. So
He needs to make a movie about this.
So in Selma, Alabama, a $500,000, it's worth $500,000, Jefferson Davis chair was stolen in Selma in a cemetery. And the people that stole it said it will become a toilet unless the Confederate group hangs a banner that says that they lost the Civil War. So a group had claimed to have taken this monument. Jefferson Davis, who was a Confederate general, I believe, or some piece of shit from the Confederacy side. There was a memorial chair that was donated by the Daughters of the Confederacy. And it's been stolen. So there was a note by these people that took it that were saying that, like, if the organization agrees to hang a banner outside their Richmond, Virginia headquarters, they'll send it back. And so basically, the group calls itself White Lies Matter.
Oh,
and
my God.
The chair was stolen from the old Live Oak Cemetery, and they're demanding that the UDC, the United Daughters of Confederacy, it's the stupidest fucking name. Anyway, hang a large banner at 1 p.m. on, I guess, Friday. Well, this episode comes out late, but on a Friday that basically says that, and again, it would be on the anniversary of the surrender of the Civil War, and they have to leave it up there for 24 hours. And the banner bears a quote from Assata Shakur, who was a Black Liberation Army activist, that says, the rulers of this country are always considered their property. Sorry, the rulers of this country have always considered their property more important than our lives. So failure to do so will result in a monument, an ornate stone chair immediately being turned into a toilet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
That is insane.
You know what? If they do it or don't do it with this banner, still give it back to them with shit stains all over that fucking chair.
Over.
Yeah. It's so. I would be like, fuck the email. I'd be like, we're just doing that anyway. We're just gonna cut a giant hole in it,
like,
shit all over it.
Why even inform them, right? Like,
exactly.
Let's just do it.
Yeah. Just fucking do it.
And I'll send you a picture, Laura, of this chair.
Oh my God.
Literally, it's a stone chair, but there's already a hole in the seat, so it makes for a perfect toilet.
Totally. And it's just like the dumbest thing, like just the whole idea of like monuments for Confederacy. It's like you lost. And that's just not to celebrate, it's just to intimidate. That's got nothing to do with, because like I think they were saying like the most of the within the 20th century, monuments that went up for the Confederacy went in like I'd say like in the 50s, 60s, 70s, like it wasn't like right as the fucking South was burning. So it's just this horse shit like excuse. But anyway, I thought that was a great story. So Ellen, thank you for bringing that to us. That was
I saw it on this other podcast. I think it was their Facebook page that I follow. Yeah. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh,
yeah, it's good.
My God.
Yes.
And
this is perfect for Hey Poopy.
And that came way of Alabama.com by Carol Robinson. So
and when is this like deadline?
So let's see. This episode's not going to come out for a while, but we're recording on April. What's today? 8th. So April 9th.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah.
So maybe we'll have a little update probably in the beginning of this show.
Yeah. About that.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
I really hope they use it as a toilet.
Yeah, me too.
One way or the other.
God.
I mean, I would just
one way or another.
Yeah, I would just use it as a toilet and just send it back all dirty and shit, like just spray shits everywhere.
Fill it up.
Yeah.
Fill her up.
Just disgusting. Yeah. So gross.
Yeah.
But with that, Laura, thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you guys for having me and for asking me to
come great.
on and talk shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
We loved having you.
It was fun. Thank you.
And we're definitely going to have you back on so we can find out about what's going on with your insides.
Thanks.
And if you could jog your memory about shitting your pants, we'd love to hear about it.
I'm going to work on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to learn how to meditate. So maybe I can meditate on it.
I can teach you how to meditate.
Please, well, Ellen, I want to go with you one day to drink. What is it? Ayahuasca?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'd like to do that. I know you've done it before.
Well, if you do that, you're definitely gonna probably shit your pants.
I'll shit my pants, and I might remember when I shit my pants if it's that traumatizing.
It'll all come true.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, thanks guys for having me.
Yeah.
And Laura,
I
tell
appreciate
everybody
it.
where they can find you and your podcast, Hello Thoughts.
Yeah, thanks. You could find me. I mostly advertise on Instagram at Hello Thoughts Podcast, but I'm on all the things, the Spotify, the SoundCloud,
Awesome.
iTunes, all that good stuff. And then so hopefully you like that. And I also have some art on my other page at Laura Allen Artistry. So
Awesome.
yeah, painting some stuff. So
Perfect.
Ah, awesome.
That's great. Check it out, people.
thanks,
Yes.
guys.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, thank you. And happy pooping, everybody, and enjoy your butthole.
Hey Poopy Podcast is brought to you by Perfect 4 Entertainment. Produced by Dave and Ellen, with executive producer Stormy Leather. Edited by me, Dave.
For more information, go to heypoopypodcast.com for episodes, merch, and more. Follow us on Instagram at Hey Poopy Podcast and Twitter at Hey Poopy. Theme song by Jordan Perlson. Hey Poopy.